What is up, Trouble Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into
lies, manipulation, deception, with a handful of body shaming thrown in, just for good measure. You're right, guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you've all had a great day. Today we're going to be talking about the dark side of Keemstar. I say dark side, there's about 3,000 dark sides, but we'll go through a few of them. Now, for those that don't know, Keemstar runs a channel called Drama Alert, which is basically like a news sort of channel, YouTube news, YouTube drama, whenever anybody does a scam or something bad. So as you can imagine, one of his real main positive points of Keemstar on his channel is that
he's not hypocritical in any way, shape or form.
The reason why the autistic kid, tell the autistic kid that I'm bullying him. You told an autistic dude. You took advantage of an autistic kid. You took advantage of an autistic kid, and you took advantage of an autistic kid. I've never said anything about the autistic kid.
Well, maybe he's a little bit hypocritical, but he's 36 now. At least he can take criticism.
That's definitely a positive point.
What I think Keem should have done in that video is gave some kind of disclaimer.
That dude is a fake piece of shit. Learn it. You're a fake piece of shit. And if you fucking swing at me, I'm gonna swing much harder back. Come at me, I'm gonna smack you. Fuck Pyro, you fucking loser.
Well, maybe taking criticism is maybe not his best aspect, but at least he doesn't say horrible things about people that could really hurt people's feelings. Like, at least he doesn't tell people that he can't wait to report on the death.
Can't wait to report your death.
Well, I'm sure he's good at something. In fact, he is good at something. Because yesterday Keemstar posted this image to his hundreds of thousands or millions of followers. A picture of Erika Costell with the caption, Eugenia Cooney 2019. Now, for those that aren't aware, Eugenia Cooney, I've done my research, she is a YouTuber with around 1.4 million subscribers, and there's been allegations and a lot of people are reaching out to her because they suspect that she's got some sort of eating disorder. She has denied those allegations, but most people would argue, without wanting to come across as body shaming myself, that she's incredibly thin and probably quite unhealthy. So obviously comparing Erika Costell to this girl who is, obviously, if you compare the pictures side by side, they look nothing alike. People were calling Keemstar out for this, rightfully so, and one of those people was Jake Paul. Now, for those that aren't aware, Jake Paul is not exactly usually on the moral high ground, because just the other day he did the Bird Box challenge, which if you've not seen Bird Box, it's some weird film where some woman goes around with a blindfold across her face. But anyway, he did the Bird Box challenge and covered his eyes, he covered his face, and he ran in the middle of traffic in front of his like 17 million strong YouTube following, who were really young, impressionable. And then following that, he decided it'd be a really good idea to drive his car blindfolded. So it was so bad that YouTube actually had to update the terms of service to stop Jake Paul or anyone like Jake Paul. Also, forgot to mention, Jake Paul, he's the guy that promoted that gambling scam, the mystery brand scam, about 5 days after Christmas, so all his young, impressionable audience could spend all the Christmas money that the granddad or granddad had gave them on a complete scam where they'd never receive any money and get them really hooked on gambling, because that's a really nice thing to do. I mean, he was getting paid a 6-figure check, so I'm sure he thought it was absolutely fine. Having mentioned all those scams and stuff that go back about 2 weeks, all those things, he somehow still managed to keep the moral high ground in this argument, because I think at this point we've got like some sort of like scumbag leaderboard. At the top we've got Mr. Beast, who's just like an amazing guy, gives away money to people and people haven't got money. It's just, what a guy. At the bottom we've got Logan Paul and Jake Paul, and then somehow we've got below then appears to be Keemstar. But in response to this post what Keemstar put on about his ex-girlfriend Erika Costell, Jake Paul had this to say on Instagram.
About to rant. Sorry, not sorry. You're absolute trash, bro. Like, it's 2019 and you're still body shaming people. I know this is the reaction you want out of me and out of everyone, because that's like how you feel your stuff. But like, the internet should drag you for what you're doing. This guy's on Twitter calling girls too skinny, making fun of how they look, when these girls are absolutely stunning and beautiful for who they are. And this is just another reminder to love yourself for who you are, because people always think you're too something, you're too this, you're too that. Come back to this Keemstar thing again, because it just pisses me off. This guy has somehow found a way to be able to make fun of girls' bodies on the internet, and no one says a word. But I put a blindfold on, and there's 40 articles. Internet who make a living out of bringing other people down or talking shit about them, like, I get it. it's funny, there's time and place for it, but I think it's something that we should start to push back against a little bit more in 2019, because if it's at the cost of someone else's well-being, then I think it should just not be as acceptable.
Keemstar then went on to have a dig at anybody that thought, do you know what, that's probably not a good thing to put, Keem, do you know what, Daniel, I probably won't post that. Yeah, anyone that said anything remotely like that, he got up the profile picture and made fun of them. He made fun of the fact that he wasn't calling them really thin and skinny, which I'm sure, Keem, I'm sure that can't have any possible consequences. No negative connotations can possibly come from that. But then, somehow it gets worse, because Keemstar made a Twitter video, his legendary Twitter videos. He made one of them, and he responded to a tweet made by the T-Spill Twitter account. And it's horrific.
Listen, T, stop talking about my kid. Stop tweeting about my kid. My kid is not online. My kid is not an online personality. My kid is not a YouTuber. Stop talking about my kid.
Now, the T-Spill Twitter account literally said that he had a daughter. That's it. Didn't name her, show her face, or anything. Didn't even tell them what ballet classes she was going to. Just mentioned her name, and it's just all a massive plug to take attention away from him.
Oh, but my name's Daniel Keem. I've made a mistake. Let's try and deflect attention anywhere else but me. No matter the consequences.
You're over there calling me a scumbag and a dirtbag and I'm complete trash because I body shamed. First of all, I didn't body shame anyone.
I mean, you did. You literally just did. You that was your intention. No matter what you say, no matter if you try and defend yourself or how vigorously you defend yourself, nobody apart from the very young audience that I'm sure you've got are going to believe you, because that seems to be your sort of ploy in these situations. The more vigorously you can defend yourself and how aggressive you get, it seems to be like a judge of guilt, really. It's just a bit strange for a 36-year-old man to be doing that, especially when you're commenting on people's posts that are literally half your age.
I didn't. And if you're assuming that based on what I tweeted, then I think the body shamer is you. And in fact, if you have such a problem with body shaming, then why are you ashamed of showing your own face, your own body? You have an online series where you don't even show your face. So let's stop the body shaming right now. What do you look like? Show the whole internet right now who you are and what you look like. Come on, where's your face? Upload a vlog of you talking. Or are you ashamed? Do you support body shaming?
There's so many channels on YouTube that don't show the face. Like Memeless, obviously, Piracy Nickel didn't used to show his face, and there's plenty, especially in the commentary community, loads of them. They're all body shamers according to Keemstar, because they don't show their face. They're somehow ashamed of showing the face and body shaming themselves, apparently. It's nothing to do with the fact that if Memeless, for example, showed his face, then his entire life would change forever. He's got probably around nearly 3 million subscribers, I think. If he showed his face, he would be getting stopped left, right and centre. His life would never be the same. It's a massive decision to make, and it's up to them, really, Keem. It's not really your prerogative. It's up to them if they want to show the face. Now, I'm not one to talk about Keemstar's channel or anything like that, but I'm going to, because yes, I've only got 1,800 subscribers or something like that, and people say I'm not in a place to talk about it. I might not be, but I'm going to. The other day, he posted on Twitter an image where basically the video had uploaded. I'm not sure how many views it had, but it was pretty amazing. But it was still, for him, like his 10th out of the last 10 videos, so it wasn't doing particularly well. So why was that? Was it uninteresting? Was it a bit boring? Did people not want to watch it? No, because Keemstar said that it's something wrong with YouTube. Is YouTube down? YouTube must be that's the one. YouTube must be down. It's definitely nothing to do with me. It's not. But to be fair, sometimes YouTube, it does go down, and it has its fair share of problems. So I thought we'd have a look in the comments and see just how many people YouTube went down for on that day, and see how many people were missing out on Drama Alert that night. It seems boring. Well, he's just a hater, obviously. I'm sure, I mean, what are the chances? You just find a hater in the first one. I'm sure the second one will be much more supportive and tell me just that YouTube went down just when they were about to click on that Drama Alert video. Uninteresting. Another hater. Would have thought it. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Third one will be fine. Oh wait. There's a few more. In fact, There's a lot more, because basically every single tweet that was replying to this picture what Keemstar put on was basically saying that it was boring and we don't care about what you're talking about, or in some cases we don't care about you anymore, which I'm not entirely sure that's true. He's getting 1,000 subscribers or more every single day. He's got like 30 million views this month, so he's not exactly doing too bad for himself. But these excuses are coming from a man who makes no excuses for everybody else. When Deji was losing all his subscribers, possibly rightfully so, he was saying that, Deji, your content's terrible, that is the reason you're losing subscribers. But when it comes to him and when his video doesn't do very well, it's YouTube went down. It's just so annoying. YouTube goes down every single time a bad video is uploaded. When a video does bad, it's just because of YouTube. It is every single time. It's not a coincidence. I mean, what are the odds of that? They're literally zero. It happens to everybody. Everybody, including myself, everybody uploads bad videos that their audience just thinks, do you know what, I'm not really interested, I don't really care, and that's absolutely fine, just admit it. Like, we're all human, we all make mistakes, and if this video doesn't do very well, then I'm guessing YouTube just went down. That's the only logical explanation, really. But thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate every single view, comment, subscribe, like, or whatever. If you watch for a minute or 10, but preferably 10, I need the audience retention and watch time, so that would be great. But as I said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you next time.